Hello, welcome to the first ever HSMP Podcast. Today we have a Q&A, joined by one of the oldest ever members of the S&P. He is a goose, and he does talk. His name is T50.
Hello, it's good to be on the show. It's my first time ever being on any podcast, so I'm very glad to be here.
Yeah, so today we're going to be answering some Q&A questions, and since he's quite knowledgeable of YouTube, and he is yet to do something, but he has got some stuff up his sleeve soon. He is about to get into content creation, and I'm pretty excited to do that. I am helping him. It's going to be great. So, we're going to answer our first question, and that kind of applies to me. What inspired me to make the HSMP? I think T50 can sort of see this. It was Dream SMP.
Yeah.
Dream SMP inspired, yeah.
Very.
It was, yeah, we completely copied our lore in the first few seasons in Chapter 1. I stole some quotes of people in it. I blew up a town, which happened in it.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. We're gonna avoid this question because it's pretty short. But yeah, Dream SMP massively inspired the creation of the Hyper SMP. Who is the best creator on the SMP other than 20 Hyper, Vega, Scrousey, or McClutch? Who do you think, Goose?
Now, there's a lot of factors when it comes to best creator, and it's very difficult to boil down, but if we're talking out of sheer willpower and upload, I would say pretty high up there on the leaderboard of the Hyper SMP. We go onto the Discord channel here. Well,
I don't know. I think with willpower, I think you, Diamond, or maybe like someone like Shane is typing, because they have been like grinding. Blevs. Yeah, Blevs
He's done very nice videos.
Yeah, and he has been grinding. Lily Likes is an uploader. Yeah, we're gonna have to say like Blevs, Lily Likes, or even T50 himself.
Yes, you'll see.
You will see. Get a bit closer to the mic. Thank you very much.
See an incredible video.
Yeah, no. So it's either for the best creators other than the top uploaders is probably like T50, Lily Likes, or Blevs, because I don't know, just because of willpower and just motivation to upload and just grinding as a whole. But yeah, is there ever going to be a new season? Now, me and T50 know that there has been about 9 total seasons of the Hyper SMP. This is definitely the best one for views and upload wise, but like, I think it's probably, since he's a manager, T50 is a manager, I think it's probably best, like, if there's demand and if this season does good, we do another season.
Yeah, for right now, we were planning on leaving this season as a really long one, because it's just best to see how far we can go, because usually it's repeated as what we usually do. We make a season, see how it goes. Once it crumbles down to chaos or dies, then we start a new one. But we want to see if there's anything that could happen after all of the chaos, which we are seeing now, and it's extremely interesting.
It's been extremely successful because, personally, myself, I've actually learned how to do YouTube properly. And since we've got big uploaders like Scrousey hitting tens of thousands of views for the Hyper SMP, which is absolutely insane, we know what we're doing a lot more. We're managing it way more professionally, and we know what members to get now. And obviously, I've got bigger like connections in the community now. You can see a lot of like better quality uploads coming from this season, leading to obviously more views. But I think this is going to be the longest lasting Hyper SMP season due to how active it is and how successful it is right now.
As they usually say, we've been learning a lot, and if you're not learning, then you're doing something wrong. The amount of knowledge we've gotten since the first few seasons with our current members is surmountable. It's incredible how much we've learned.
Yeah, we've grown. We've all grown with each other. We've learnt so much, and yeah, we've just like, I don't know, we've just grown with each other so much. We're just so great. We're so like content worthy with each other. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just such a good SMP for content. Like as we're speaking right now, there's like, how many people are, oh my god. Alright, there was 7 people online like 5 minutes ago, but like I think something went down, and I think they're taking it out in VC right now. But yeah, no, there's always people on. I think today our height was like 9 active players, and like this week in just a weekday we had like a high of 10 active players. Like, we're so active. There's just so much content going around. But yeah, this season's going to last ages, but for now there probably won't be another season because there's not much demand. What makes the HSMP stand out, and who chooses to get like invited to the SMP? What do you think makes it stand out?
I think the fact that we're a vanilla server, because as we all know, plug-in servers populated by Lifesteal are just taking over the SMP genre. But
they have taken over.
They have, yeah, like Clown Pierce and other popular PvP plug-in YouTubers have just become the norm, and we're not a big fan of that in the Hyper SMP. And linking back to a question that said earlier, this was heavily inspired by the Dream SMP, which is another reason why it's vanilla. We just thought lore would be a much more interesting thing we're much more capable of doing. And, so far it's proved to be so.
And we made this specifically, like, lore, because it connects with the viewer more. We want a community that can, like, actually, like, be emotionally influenced by us, so that they can come back to feel the emotion again. Because if we inflict emotion, which normal SMP videos don't do, they're going to come straight back to us, because I don't think many other creators out there are truly capable of inflicting sadness, happiness, excitement in a video rather than us.
That's exactly what we've been aiming for, and as an SMP, we keep to those traditions. It's just what makes us us.
Yeah, we literally have a channel in our private that says player announcements, which is just like so we can know what's going on with people's lore. We're so heavily involved with lore, and it gets so confusing. We need a player announcements channel so people can actually announce their own private lore. And we got a person called Sid Makes Videos. They have a massive timeline, which is just so even explaining everything going on, it's still hard to understand. Yeah, I'm gonna answer this like other one that was answered in the same question as how do people get invited. We invite them through like if their editing and their storytelling is like drastically improving, we're like, well, what if they like just keep on improving and become the next big YouTuber? Why don't we just invite them to our SMP and let them make content on our SMP whilst they're improving, and obviously help them improve more. Obviously like consistency really helps when uploading. We want consistent uploaders, and yeah, I think it's just like potential really with the people we invite. Anyway, next question. What's been your favourite moment throughout the entire SMP history? Mine is the Season 1 election.
That was very nostalgic for me. Unfortunately, my internet was playing up during that, so I was only there for about 30% of it.
Yeah, his internet was, in that season, was a bit...
It was so interesting. I had times when it was incredible, and other times it was just non-existent.
Specifically, Season 1 election just was so nostalgic to me, was because it was the first time I logged off feeling nervous on the SMP, because Hypercraft had told me that he was going to wage war on the entire server if I didn't rig the election for him.
And wasn't it... we got followed by... Was it Blebs?
Yes.
We got followed by Blebs, and you had to hide in a hole for about an hour.
Oh, I know, it was 50-Fishy, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't 50-Fishy. It was someone with Z at the end of the name who was incredible at combat.
Yeah, it was someone like that. I don't know who was it, because Bless wasn't in Season 1. He was in Season 1, but for about a week, not in those key moments.
Oh, yeah. All we remember is... It might have been Diamond.
Yeah, it was one of, like, the Monarchists!
The Monarchy!
Remember the Monarchists!
God. The Monarchy, what a throwback.
What the hell, man? That, if you guys didn't know, that is an old faction everybody hated for a while, consisting of, like, Diamond, Galaxy,
yeah.
Galaxy, yeah, that was his name. Oh my god, that was just nostalgic. Thank you for that question, Yakov. Jesus, that was a throwback. But Season 1 election, unmatched. Absolutely unmatched. What type of videos perform best? Unique ones. That's all I can say. Unique ones that really connect with the viewer. What's your take on that?
I think, obviously, depending on what niche you're in, maybe SMP, maybe PvP, like Minecraft might even be that. But, so it just bugged me how you said preform, not perform.
Oh yeah, he did say freeform.
I don't think it's what type of videos perform the best. I think it's how you present them to people on the internet.
Definitely.
So, like, thumbnail, title, that matters completely.
Like, I think innovation is like, if you guys don't know what innovation is when, like, you take an idea and add something extra, or you take something away from it and add something extra, or something like that. If you just do something different with an already existing idea, that's what an innovation is. I think if you, like, this is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm using old concepts, but adding my own style with it, so it's easy to come up with video ideas. But, like, I'm adding my own style to it, so it's not exactly copying, and it's not exactly, you know, like, stale. But I think innovation, being unique, also, there's two different takes on that. If you do something different than other people, like, oh my god. But it's also quite hard to figure out new, like, unique ideas nowadays, since all of them have been done.
Yeah, especially how, like, plugins are so popular. It's just difficult to come up with something new.
Yeah, but to summarise that question, the most unique stuff does the best. Edit it how you want. Well, obviously improve editing, but the most unique stuff does the best. So, why did you want to start YouTube? Now, I don't actually know why Goose wanted to start YouTube, because I met him like a year after he started his. But why I wanted to start YouTube was because there was this specific comment I saw on some, like, small YouTuber's channel that said, it said something like, how did you build this big of a community? It's just so nice. Or just something on the lines of, how did they build this big of a community with so little subs? And I was like, oh my god, if I can create, like, just a nice community that just loves my content, that praises me for my content, that's just amazing. Why did you want to start YouTube?
Well, mine was an interesting one. I took a lot of interest from the YouTubers I watched, and I didn't really watch anyone special. I just watched the popular UK YouTubers. For example, a lot of you would have watched Stampy Longnose.
Stampy, yeah.
Yeah, Dan TDM was another one. And I started my YouTube by uploading these low-quality, unedited videos of me showing off stuff I got for Christmas.
And your piano!
My piano videos as well. And then I hyper-introduced me to this thing called PowerPoints.
Power Direct
editor, and we would make videos on our phone of mobile games.
Yeah.
And that was when I really got interested and started doing videos every week.
Yeah, we would post, so basically, we live at different houses. I used to go around his house every, like, week, and we used to post, like, a video every day on, like, every day of the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'd post, like, 3 videos a week. And that was on my old laptop.
Yeah.
I had there's a funny story about this. I had a screen recording software that would only record for 4 minutes at a time, and it was painful. But during this time, like, we learned a lot about YouTube. Like, we learned how to edit a bit. We learned how, like, what did better with thumbnails and what did worse. I think we learned a little bit about CTR existing.
Yeah, with the editing, I always used to think that it was done all within YouTube with the actual software.
What?
Yeah, I used to thought YouTube did it for you. I was so confused with how they did the title and the thumbnail. It was just so weird to me and alien.
But yeah, no, I think the highest viewed video either one of us racked during that period is like 250 on your football video. We just were not successful YouTubers at the time. No, 25k on my
On your Fortnite Save the World video.
Yeah, I got 25k, 9k, and 5k on one of them.
Yeah.
5k is like what I get now, but like 25k is insane.
Didn't we both get big into streaming as well?
Yes, we got big into streaming. My biggest viewer count was 106.
My biggest viewer count was about 12, but I streamed a lot of Splitgate when it first came out. And we all remember that period where Splitgate was extremely popular. And I was like, I've already been here, I know what it's about. It was just so cool to me to see a small game that no one ever played to go into something massive. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's like the origin of our sort of streaming sort of stuff. Now I just like sort of stream for fun wherever I want to. Before it was quite competitive for me. But yeah, summarising why did you want to start YouTube? I wanted to start because I wanted to build a community. He wanted to start because of the YouTubers he watched. He just wanted to recreate it, I guess. So yeah, how often should I post? Well, I mean, you can post monthly, in my opinion, but you got to have a schedule when you want to post. You can't just post whenever you want randomly. It's just not healthy to post whenever. Because what I do is I post every 2 weeks at 4 p.m. GMT. I have a specific schedule for this as well. My viewers know that, and it helps build consistency, and like it helps like make my viewers remember when I'm uploading. What do you think about that? Like, how often should you post?
Well, I'm not a very good example to look at, seeing I post every 6 months. It's very rare if you see me post.
Yeah, but like, hopefully soon you're going to start posting like monthly or something.
Yeah, I really do want to start posting a lot more often. But I would like to start actually doing videos every week, like very far in the future.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's some good ambition.
Yeah, I want to, make it a good hobby.
Yeah, that's how often you should post. Since when did you get so good at PvP, Hyper? I'm just gonna answer this very quickly. I just played a shit ton of PvP Legacy, and that's how Goose got good as well. We just grinded a bit. What do you hope to achieve with content creation? Now, this is a very good question. I really like this question. What I hope to achieve is... I've already achieved it. Just build a community that just hypes up your next video. I mean, today, it's not that big, but as an example, I got 16 likes before I even posted the video, and I hit like 12 concurrent viewers on my premiere. That's like more than I get in a stream sometimes. But that was insane. And like, just building a community that just can talk about your content and just sort of say, wow, that's a great video. I think that's so surreal. What are your like long-term goals, like, said in this question?
Well, for me, it kind of ties into the reason I started, which I didn't actually mention when I answered the question. It's kind of like a test to myself to see how far I can go.
Yeah.
If I stop at around 1,000 subscribers and I'm getting 5,000 views a video, then I'll know, okay, that's how far I can go. But if I make it to the point where I can hit 100,000 subscribers...
Oh, yes!
Or maybe at some point in the years to come, maybe 1 million, hopefully. I'd love to see the day I hit 1 million subscribers.
Wow. Hitting 1 million subscribers is... imagine, that would be insane. Getting that gold... Imagine you and me... Gold play button above our monitors right here.
That would be so amazing.
That would be amazing.
Because we're going to start off with a silver one, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh, is that 100k?
100k, yeah, that is. Wow.
That's
yeah.
within reach.
We both just, I don't know, he wants to achieve that, just see how far he can go with YouTube, and I just want to get a community, basically. How often should you edit? Which is, I'm going to summarise that question too. How often you should edit is just probably like 1 hour a day without procrastination, because if you edit for 5 hours a day with procrastination, that's as much as you can get like done in an hour without procrastination. Because there's a thing called procrastination, and I haven't explained what that meant yet, but it means just sort of like slacking it off, going on TikTok for like 5 minutes, editing for 1 minute, going on TikTok for 5 minutes, editing for 1 minute. I used to do that, and it's so unhealthy, and you get nothing done. But recently, on my video about the revolution, what's it called? On my video, I started a revolution. I did procrastination for a while in that video, but then for the last on the last day, I had 30-something% of my video done. But then for an hour, I edited without procrastination, and I got 70% of the entire video done. That means I can get videos done in 2 days if I have the footage, and don't switch your internet off, or just get all your footage, then switch your internet off and edit. That's all you need to do. Edit. Just without procrastination, you just edit. That's how you get a video done. Coming from a guy who doesn't actually enjoy editing much at the moment, when do you think what makes editing enjoyable for you, Goose? Come a bit closer.
For me, it's when I'm getting in the groove and I actually know exactly what I'm doing and I know how. That is the best feeling. Okay, with my last video, for example, there was about half of it where I just had no idea what I was doing, and then I was like, okay, I've gotten 30% of my video done, just like Hyper, and I don't know what to do. So I actually turned to Scrousy and Hyper for, a bit of insight to see where I could go, and they pointed me in the exact right direction, and I got all of the rest of my video done within about 2 days.
I suppose, yeah, that's good. Just ask like people you look up to. Ask like people who are better. Like even ask me if you're just a viewer and you're like, hey Hyper, can you just check out my video and ask me what I need to do better on it? I will honestly give you like, I think I'm gonna answer DMs up to 1 million subscribers because I don't know. Just ask someone who you look up to. Ask someone who's better at YouTube than you. I don't know. I know that doesn't sound great, but that's just a good way to do it. Just ask someone who can point you in the right direction. Like Goose, to get your entire video done. Because it will, and it happened with him. But yeah, no. It's a good question. In your opinion, what is the most important aspect of content creation? Mindset.
Yeah, definitely.
Because with your mindset, that is the thing that points you to upload. That's the thing that makes you upload. And without upload, you don't get any views, you don't get any subscribers. You just gotta have that right mindset to be consistent. Like, achieve your goals. Set yourself small milestones first, and every single time you reach one, it's going to be so satisfying, because that's what I've been doing recently. And it's just so good for motivation. Yeah, no, you're just like, the mindset, the right mindset is the right sort of thing. Yeah.
I think with the beginning of content creation, when you first get into it, motivation is a very key factor within it, but once you start picking up the pace and you know your way around it, you know the gist, you should really just use your discipline to get through it. Like exactly what Hyper said, mindset. It's important.
Discipline is very important, guys. Like, don't edit because you want to, edit because you have to. And I know that doesn't sound good off the start, but discipline, if you want to get somewhere on YouTube, is super, super, super important. But yeah, no, that was a very good question. Next question is, why YouTube, not something else? Well, I'm going to take this as a hobby. I don't know. I have just a natural knack for YouTube. I've been doing it for as long as I've known Goose, which is like 5 or 6 years. I've been doing it for like 8 years, I think. And I don't think I can like physically go without doing YouTube. Because Goose knows, every single day of my life, there's not an hour I don't edit. There's not an hour, like, he doesn't know this, but there's not an hour I don't think about YouTube. And I don't know, I just don't think I can live without it. Like, why, yeah, I mean, YouTube isn't really your hobby, but, like, social media-wise, why YouTube and nothing else for you?
Well, to be honest, it's the community on YouTube is so widespread, it's so generic, or not generic, but so open and, like, full of different types of people and audiences. Like, I chose the Minecraft genre because I like Minecraft, and because I can do something that I don't necessarily find fun and enjoyable, but I find something that I can, not to pass the time with, but grind on, that isn't Minecraft. It's just something so bizarre that I'm able to do that, but just not... It's weird, it's like having a job, but not getting paid.
It is.
But, you know, I like it.
Yeah, I think this is the last question. It's the last question I can find. Have you considered opening a Hyper SMP public? No, yeah, but like, realistically, it'd just be a waste of money. Like, no one would play on it. It would probably get like 20, maybe even 30 people to start off with in the first day. But there's no point in anyone playing it when there's so many public servers out there. Are you going to make any SMP videos, actually, Goose? There's just no... Basically, at the end of the day, there's no point in making the public server, because it would just be a waste of money, and there's just basically no point. But, last question, I think, Goose, you're going to make any SMP videos. You just don't upload. You sit there, you sit and waste my members' slots on the eye for SMP, and you don't upload.
Well, I would love to do a bit of uploading, but this is a call to everyone listening to the podcast that's within the Hyper SMP. If you want to be in my new video, I'm going to send you my Cash App. You're going to pay me £10 to be in my new video. Okay? Alright?
Yes, he's going to... But yeah, you actually can upload.
Yes, I will. I'm going to do... I'm going to start editing today, and I'm going to do it throughout, because I'm on break right now. I've just finished my exams. I have a lot of free time. That is another part why I haven't been uploading recently, is because I've had exams, a lot of stuff going on between social life and real life.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. Well, it's going to be a short one today, but thank you for listening. It's been quite fun to do because I've actually recorded this twice myself. And it's boring, so I got Goose on the podcast. But yeah, thank you for listening. It's been quite fun. And if you guys want another one, and to get small YouTubers' mindsets on YouTube and thoughts, listen in on the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening.